Well. Thanks everyone who tuned in. Welcome to another prediction stream. This one's going to be a little bit crazy. As you can see, really likely Bristol's going to be a bit of a wreck fest. Like, I tried playing with the AI settings a lot, but I think no matter what, we're going to have a lot of cautions. They're super aggressive here. They always try to run 3 wide. They don't know how to slow down when there's a wreck in front of them. So, oops. Yeah, it'll be an interesting one. Let's jump right into the race. So before we start here,
okay,
I'd like to know.
Up here. Remember, one switch at a time, turning your stuff on.
Okay, I'd like to know who you guys think is gonna win. So what's your prediction on who's gonna win the race today? Yes, I did. That's what I'm using right now. NR2018. I haven't actually had a chance to drive it yet because I've been real busy the past couple of weeks. But I'm using it to simulate this, so...
Gentlemen, start your engines!
I guess we're going to see how realistic it is. Bowman fan says Kyle Busch.
Nice easy, long day. It's going to be a lot of adjustments. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. This is a real race here. We're going to have a blast tonight. I can't wait to get out there and get going.
Hey Carnation, how you doing? I'm doing well. I'm excited. It's going to be a good race today. I do think it'll end up being the Kyle and Kyle show. As long as they make it to the end, I feel like it'll be between Kyle Busch and Kyle Larson, no matter what. As long as they make it to the end, and Kyle Busch doesn't drive it in the wall like he did in the Xfinity race. So, pace car's in. We're going to run 200 laps here. Not quite as long as the real race, but there's going to be a lot of cautions. It would be here a while. Green, green, green. Kyle Larson gets a great start. Pulls out in front of the field. Now, keep in mind, if they wreck super early and it's a massive wreck, I'm just going to restart the race because that's not realistic. Whoa! Kyle Busch already put in the bumper to Chase Elliott, and he's going to move his way up into second place. It's getting messy. Oh, we got a car upside down. Eric Jones. Up and over. Austin Dillon's involved. Wow. Okay. Lap 3, we've got a car upside down. And caution will be out. Let's see what happened here. These guys are running 3 wide. Truex gets into Reagan. And I think Jones is just caught on the outside. Oh, off the wall, up and over he goes. I'm amazed more cars weren't involved. Let's see that again. I mean, it's real tight. Boyer's kind of getting sandwiched. Oh boy. And pretty big damage for Bubba Wallace as well. Just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Excuse you, that's a flip on the 3rd lap, not the 1st lap. So, as long as they don't do anything stupid under caution. Oh, they're doing something stupid under caution. Look, I honestly don't mind it because the restarts here are going to be single file. So let's get one caution out of the way. And then hopefully we get some green flag runs. So I think Jones is going to be out of this one. And we got some takers for tires already. Here come the leaders into the pits. Larson, Busch, Harvick, Elliott, all of these guys coming in side by side. I think we're going to get the whole field in the pits here. Looks like it. Looks like Larson's going to fuel only. Interesting. Maybe trying to extend his run a little bit, even though we've only raced 4 out of 200 laps. Yep, looks like a splash and go for everybody. Very interesting. Okay. So we wreck on lap 3 and pit on lap 4. I'll be honest, probably not going to happen in the real race. Somewhat unlikely. But let's see if they restart normally. I'll let this continue. I don't mind it. I think Jones is out, but that's about it. 43's got damage. Well, it looks like they fixed up most of it. The 78 and the 14 have damage, but that's not too bad. It's Bristol. Everybody's going to be damaged by the end of this thing. So if everybody's still on the lead lap, and I believe they are, we should be good for a single file restart, and then maybe some green flag racing. No, the pace car does not come with a mod. I really like this mod, but for some reason they just didn't make a pace car for it, so it comes with the like really old Pontiac from the original Cup. So I actually stole this one from the Xfinity mod, the SRD one, NXS17. So I literally grabbed this pace car and like the texture files for it, and then just dropped it into this folder. And I've got a cool Camaro pace car, even if it's a couple of years old. It at least looks better than the Pontiac. Larson and Chase Elliott are not front row? Pretty sure they are, dude. I definitely know Larson got pole. I'm pretty sure Chase Elliott was second. So the 43 is going to be lapped down, but Kyle Larson's leading the race. And we're going to go green here on lap number 8 of 200. So at 43, obviously with some pretty big damage, he's going to be slow. And the field should be able to get by him pretty cleanly. Good start from everyone at the front. Kyle Larson not really pulling away from Kyle Busch here. Moon gravity and no restrictor plates. Be interesting to say the least. Kyle Busch immediately trying to run the low line, getting his nose in, and pushing himself to the lead. So it only takes 9 laps for Kyle Busch to get himself into first place. Looks like Kyle Larson struggling maybe a little bit, with Harvick catching him now. And we got a wreck, because of course we do. Because of course we do. Ooh, Jimmy Johnson, big damage. 37 has big damage. How did this one happen? Running 3 wide again. Why is it always David Reagan? Just stuck in the middle. Looks like Bowman in that awesome looking Valvoline car. He was trying to run low because the 78's above him. 47, Allmendinger gets into him. Jimmy Johnson's there too. That's a pretty hard lick right there. And then the 37. Buscher. Man. Just not slowing down for the wreck. Runs into the back of the 48. He gets damage. Austin Dillon was in the wall at some point. Looks like everybody up here is okay. Hopefully don't do anything stupid under caution. Because of this track, they tend to do that. 52's got big damage from something. Jimmy not happy with 37. Give him a little bump. Well, they're damaged, but it shouldn't affect them too much because it's Bristol. Hopefully these guys don't pit and we can just jump through this. Please don't pit. Okay, good. Good, they don't pit. Okay. Pace car lights are off, which means we're 1 to green. How do you put a pace car to mod from another mod? You have to like open up the data file or whatever it's called. I forget what it is in NR2003, but you have to like unzip the file, find the pace car files, like figure out which textures are used with it, and then you can just paste it in another mod. 500, that's cute. Oh, do you actually make videos now? Is that a thing? I've been keeping up. Green flag, lap number 16 of 200. Kyle Busch in the lead this time. Doesn't get a great restart. And they're going to go 3 wide for the lead, maybe. Harvick puts his nose in. Larson puts his nose in. And it looks like Harvick's going to win out, passing 2 cars in 2 turns. Harvick to the lead now. And Chase Elliott challenging for 3rd place. Great restart from the 4 car. And Larson is falling back. Jeez. Well, Harvick in first, but he's not pulling away from Kyle Busch. It's still real close at the front here. Okay, y'all gotta stop saying Despacito in chat, I'm serious. Don't make me mute people. I can see Kurt Busch being a contender as well. Looks like Matt DiBenedetto with some damage coming out of the pits. Getting right in the way of... Oh, 4's in the wall. Harvick scrapes the wall there, trying to get around the 32. Shouldn't be that bad, though. As now DiBenedetto really holding up the leaders here. Trying to stay on the lead lap, or whatever lap he's on. And now, finally, Kyle Busch gets through. And that not only gives Kevin Harvick a chance to pull away, but Chase Elliott now pretty close behind him in 3rd place. It is a very old game. It's 15 years old, in fact. Oh, we got a wreck. Harvick's involved. But oh, he's got a bit of damage. Oh, it's pretty big. 72 looks like he's out of this race. They're acting like this is a dirt track, except they keep wrecking. Let's see what happened here. Just lost it. Who's in the 72? Corey LaJoy. He just drove it in the wall. The 00 behind him gets down into the 15. Comes across the track. Casey Kane hits him. 52's involved. And then what happens to Harvick? What? I'm so confused. So Harvick, as they're wrecking in front of him, the 43's in the wall. 47 loses it. I mean, that looks like there's oil on the track or something. It's that same spot on the track right here, where we see, where we've been seeing them all go sideways. So we see the 72 lose it. He goes into the wall. 43 goes into the wall. Everybody else is kind of sliding through there. Allmendinger's in it. Harvick's in it. I've never seen that before. It actually looks like there's some sort of oil on the track. And I think that'll be the end of Casey Kane's day. Because he's looking real smoky right now. So I wonder if that was the cause of the accident. That's really bizarre. I've never seen that before in this game. So now Harvick, I think he's still in the lead. He is, with a little bit of damage. Should be interesting. I guess, yeah, it is Casey Kane's last run. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he does some, like, one-off races in the future, because he said it's his last full-time season. But he's still going to be racing. Like, he's going to be running sprint cars and stuff. I feel like if he gets a chance, he'll definitely jump into a cup car and get out there. Johnson's in the pits. He's got a bunch of damage. There's a lot of damaged cars. 72 is destroyed. The 95 is probably out. David Reagan's been involved in like 4 different wrecks at this point. I wish I could do the Coke 0400 or the Glen. I love doing the road course races. But I honestly just couldn't. I've been real busy the past like month or two. And I've not had the time to do it. So let's see if we can jump forward a little bit. So I think we're getting ready to go green. As we've got the 00 of Landon Castle going a lap down. But because of his stupid 2003 rules, he's now in front of the field. I really want to do the Roval, but nobody's made a mod for it. And like, I don't know if they'll be able to do it before the race happens. Yeah, exactly. The track isn't made. I really want to drive it too. Like, I wish they would at least add it to iRacing. They definitely like could do it there. We're going green, lap number 28 of 200. Harvick's still in the lead now with a damaged car after being in the wall, and Kyle Busch trying to take advantage as soon as he can. It is being made. Ooh. Hopefully they can get that done in time for the race, because like that would be an awesome stream to do. Lap 30 of 200. Harvick leads. Kyle Busch right on his bumper, putting all sorts of pressure on him. He's having a peak down low in the corners, but he can't really get by. Kyle Larson is still struggling. He's back into 6th place right now. Although I think he just passed Hamlin for 5th. Yeah, he did. So Kyle not able to get by the 4. Harvick pulling a bit of a gap now. Despite the damage. That 4 car is pretty darn quick. But here comes Kyle Busch again, pulling up to his rear bumper. Yeah, never mind the 3D model. There's a lot of things to do. The big 2 leading. Whoa, 52 getting in the way. Jeez. So I know that's going to be a Ford this week. I don't have the paint. And we're under caution again. And it's the 37 again. And the 38. Side drafting and dirty air. Really? That's cool. I didn't actually read much about it. Unfortunately, I just haven't had the time. That same spot on the track. 37 just loses it. Tags the 15. All of these guys just nowhere to go. And that's another caution. Oh my goodness. What is up with this track? What? It's like they get to this one part and they just, there's no grip. I mean, I guess he's like halfway out of the groove here. And I mean, there's nothing these guys can do. They're trying to go as low as they can, but Pusher has been in a lot of crashes today. He's plowed into people he has been plowed into. And Harvick had some issues as well, but kept it out of the wall this time, so that's good. And he should be able to get back out in front, and he does. And it looks like that'll be the end of Landon Castle's day. See if we can run on board with him. Oh, that was a hard hit. Not much he could do, but he well, I guess he definitely could have slowed down more. Yeah. So that'll be the end of that day. That blank looking 00 car. So let's see if we can jump onto the green flag here. Alright, let's go through the order real quick while we can. Going to be on lap 40 of 200. Harvick leads. Kyle Busch second. Then it's Chase Elliott. The 88 is a number of laps down at this point. He's 4 laps down. Really damaged car. Kurt Busch in 4th. Larson up into 5th. He's got a fast car, but he's been struggling a little bit, especially in the restarts. Hamlin 6th. The 43 is damaged with several laps down. Keselowski 7th. The 10 is in 8th. Then it's Blaney and William Byron running in the top 10. That is the 14. The 1, the 22, 17, 3. 32 is several laps down with a lot of damage. Oh, we're going green here. I think so. Yep, lights are off in the pace car. 1 to go. Hopefully flip. Well, if you go back, you can see we did have a flip already at Bristol. That's what happens sometimes. Green flag, lap 41 of 200. Harvick still ahead. Hopefully a lot of the really damaged cars are like getting retired now, so we can, you know, get some real racing in. Harvick gets a good restart, pulling away from the 18 already. I really want to get a long green flag run here. More flip. No. No flips. Green flag racing. That's what I want to see. Less cautions. Kyle Larson now up into 4th. I guess he's finding that car a little bit more now. Harvick and Kyle Busch still running out front. Kyle, he's closing in a little bit, but every time he does, Harvick manages to pull away. Yeah, I agree. No wrecks, just racing. We've had enough wrecks already today. Yeah, they're loose. They're decently sideways around here. I think that's just an NR2003 thing. How long has Harvick been leading for? Since, I think, lap 20-ish? Larson didn't lead very long. Kyle Busch took over. And then Harvick passed both of them. And he's been leading for about 20, 30 laps now. But it looks like Kyle Busch closing in again. Right up on the bumper of the 4 car. It's right on board. Now I've got lappers in the way. This is going to get interesting. Kyle's sticking his nose in there. Can't get anything. Kyle's really good on entry, but that 4 can just power down the straights. Oh, 15 getting a little bit in the way there. It's still so close. Oh, he's got his nose in there now. And Kyle Busch finally makes the move into the lead of the race. We're on lap 53 of 200 here. And he just slowly hunted that 4 down. Worked on his bumper, got his nose in, and into the lead. Yeah, Chase is kind of falling back a little bit. Kyle Larson's pretty quick right now. He's catching up to these leaders. He might be doing a better job getting through traffic. And we've got a car on the wall. 34. Maybe. Caution's out again. At least we got a little bit of racing and a lead change. Is that seriously why there's a caution? Oh, no, it's not. Someone's having... Oh, boy. It's the 22 of Joey Logano with his teammate, Blaney, get together out of the turn. Into the wall they go. Blaney's destroyed. And Logano comes back onto the track. And William Byron runs into him. So does the 47. He'll be out of this race. He's involved in enough wrecks. Oh boy. It's Penske on Penske. Friendly fire. Let's ride on board with the 12 here if we can. Or let's go with the 22. See exactly what happened. 22 jumps on the inside while they're trying to go past lap cars. And they just get each other coming out of the turn. And then 22 goes back across the track, and 24 just slams into him. Wow. So the 47's out. The 12 is destroyed. Ooh, let's not talk about Homestead 2016. I wouldn't say Logano wrecked him. But let's not get into that. Leader's coming into the pits. So Kyle Busch stays out, but the 4, the 42, and the 9 are all coming in. So is the 14. There's a few more guys staying out. Keselowski, Hamlin, Kurt Busch. The 10 stays out. Now it gets interesting. Got mixing strategies here. There's a lot of guys coming in, but there's still a whole bunch staying out. And it looks like they're going 4 tires. Obviously damage repair for those messed up race cars. And let's get the update here. Who stayed out? So Kyle Busch stayed out. Kurt Busch stayed out. They'll be 1 and 2. Hamlin did. Keselowski did. So did Almirola. Stenhouse stayed out. The 12, believe it or not, with all the damage that he's got, is staying out. Probably not incredibly realistic, but they're going for track position here. 43 is several laps down. 31 is, I think, a lap down or 2. So Harvick and the guys who pitted with 4 fresh tires are 8th, 9th, 10th, and then onwards. All of these guys came in for tires. Interesting, interesting. How's the 78 doing? 20th. I guess he had damage early on. So the lights are off on the pace car. Oops, I skipped too far. Lap number 60 of 200. We're going green. A guy named Chase wants Chase to win. So on old tires, the 18 still pulling away is Hamlin and Kurt Busch battling for second place. And it looks like, what happened to the 4? What? Oh, Harvick's in the pits now. Interesting. So it looks like they had some sort of problem in that pit stop before. Maybe a loose wheel or something. Because he's got to come back down the pits now. So that's Harvick. He's going to be several laps down now. They're green flag racing. Big trouble for the 4 car. He had a great pit stop. He was in really good position. And just something went wrong. So that means Kyle Larson now in 7th place is first of the guys with new tires. As Kyle Busch now pulling away. Already over a second ahead of his teammate. Denny Hamlin in 2nd. So big issues for Harvick. I think he's out of contention for the win at this point. It's hard to get those laps back at Bristol, especially with 2003 rules. Keselowski now close to Hamlin for 2nd, but not really challenging him. So Kyle Larson now up into 5th with 4 fresh tires. See how quickly he can hunt down the leaders. It's getting real busy here. So to get an update on Harvick, Kevin Harvick is now 2 laps down after an unscheduled pit stop following some sort of issue while he pitted under caution. Kyle Busch getting held up by this traffic now. As Larson blows by the 13 car. Now less than 4 seconds behind Kyle Busch. And he's going to be fighting Almirola here for 4th place. And with those fresh tires, boy, that 42 is quick. Levi Jones, how you doing? So Larson now up into 4th, and he is moving forwards. Oh, real close with the 23 there. Both of them should be okay. As there's a lot of damaged lapped cars here. Let's see how Kyle Busch is doing. He's working his way through there. But Larson is now less than 2 seconds behind him. Although he's got Keselowski and Hamlin between himself and the leader. And of course, the very slow lap cars. Chase had a good car, but not a great car. He was never, like, challenging for the lead. Like, he was up there. But he was not, like, he was not going to win that race with that car. Now the 42 having trouble through this heavy traffic. Although it might offer him a chance to get by Keselowski here for 3rd place. I guess Kyle Busch stayed out hoping that there would be a bunch more crashes, but this long green flag run is going to hurt him. As Larson now moves his way into 2nd place with those 4 fresh tires. Got a little bit of tire smoke, but we're still green here. Yeah, he was 3rd, but Larson was just so far off the road. So, like, I think he would have finished 3rd. He was definitely not, like, really pulling anybody in. So it looks like Kyle Busch now pulling ahead. He's doing a really good job getting through these lappers. And we've got a caution. Yellow flag's out for Chase Elliott. Let's see what happened in the 9 car here. We're running in 5th place, battling with Almirola, coming out of the turn. And just gets dumped into the inside wall. Chase Elliott in a position to be at the front. He had fresh tires on that car. And just caught up in traffic into the inside wall. Luckily, it looks like the damage isn't too bad. He should be able to continue. But I'm sure there's a lot of unhappy people when Chase Elliott gets turned around. So, it looks like everybody's going to pit again. Including Larson, who had those 4 fresh tires. I think everyone realizes how important those tires are now. Looks like only 2 tires for Kyle Larson. Let's see what the 18 does. Where are you? Oh, there it is. So the 18 is getting 4 tires. The 42 is only getting 2 tires. So now Larson into the lead. Opting to only take 2 tires, as did the 19 and I believe some others. Now this gets very interesting. Got a whole bunch of strategies working out here. Well, I think Chase Elliott's still going to be near the front. They just have to pull those fenders out, really. And I think they might only stick 2 tires on it. Let's find him. Where is he? Let's see what they did here in the pit box. Yeah, they went right sides only. So he's still in a pretty good position. Let's jump ahead. So a quick update on the positions. 43 several laps down. Larson's in the lead. He just took 2 right side tires only. Kyle Busch got 4 fresh ones. The 19 only took 2 tires, as did the 3. The 11 took 4 tires. The 2 took only right sides, as did the 9. And now the 6, the 1, and the 41 pretty close to the front. We got green flag going, lap 86 of 200. That 43 car is going to lose another lap. So Kyle Larson with 2 fresh tires. Kyle Busch with 4 fresh tires. Let's see if he can pull away. I'm really impressed with the differing strategies that the NR2003 AI can do. Who do I think is going to win? I think it'll be between these 2 guys right here. I don't know yet. Whoever wins the simulation, that's who I think is going to win. It's going to be someone named Kyle. I'll give you that much. And caution's out. Caution's out for, I'm guessing, the 24 car? Yep. 3 lapped cars running 3 wide down the back straight. Divendino just gets squeezed in the middle, and we got another caution. Not that big. But who crossed the line first? Kyle Larson did. So why is Kyle Busch in front? Okay, Larson gets back past him. So Larson keeps the lead. I think they're all going to stay out here. Maybe this will give some of the damaged cars a good chance to fix themselves up. And Chase Elliott now in 7th place. And we know he's got a fast car. The damage isn't too bad, and a Bristol wouldn't make that much of a difference, so we'll see. So this could be interesting. We're approaching the halfway point here. See if anyone, I don't think anybody actually pitted. So let's see if we can jump ahead a little bit. Oh, and we're racing again. Green flag, lap 93 of 200. Kyle Larson still leads. See the whole field go by here. Not a whole lot of cars left, believe it or not. We've got 31 cars left racing. I guess that's still quite a bit. Kyle Larson ahead of Kyle Busch, but not by much. And there's another caution. Oh my goodness, it's David Reagan again. That's like his 5th wreck of the day or something? What is going on here? His teammate, McDowell. Well, you know what? I think that might have been the 38's fault. Like, Reagan clears the 22 here. So I guess McDowell expects him to go up the track. He doesn't. It's a little bit, I guess he's scared of Logano. And teammates get together coming out of the turn. And that's more damaged to Reagan's car. Yeah, it's a real hot rod now. I would blame that on Reagan, honestly. Like, he cleared the 22 and he did not go up the track. So let's see if we can jump through another caution as quick as we can, because these cautions are getting a little bit boring at this point. Alright, well, we're halfway through this race. Lap 100 of 200. Kyle Larson on pit strategy is put himself into the front. Lights out in the pace car. We're going to be going green here. Green flag, lap 101 out of 200. Pretty good start from Kyle Larson. See if we can update our scoreboard in the top left here. Suarez is third. Well, he was. Fallen back now. I think he might have gotten into the wall there. Yeah, it looks like he did. Let's go back to the front. Battle for the lead. Kyle Busch to the inside. With those 4 fresh tires, really making them work. Oh my goodness. Trevor Bayne is around. Well, at least we got a pass for the lead in that short little green flag run. Kyle Busch back to the front. Oh my god. Oh, I thought he was going to run into Kyle Busch. It looks like the 96, who is that? Jesse Little. And the 6 of Trevor Bayne, that same spot on the track. Just out of the groove, loses the back end into the wall. And boy, that's a shame for the 96 car, because I mean, there's nothing he could have done here. Oh, I feel for the guy, because his race is over now. And for that little team, oh, there's nowhere he could have gone. He was up on the high side. He had Harvick below him. The 6 bounced off the wall. Nothing any of these guys could have done. Boy, I tell you what, that 15. Who was that? Chastain riding the wall. Just avoided that 96. Well, 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 we got more yellow flag laps. I don't think any of the leaders are going to pit. Nope, looks like they won't. That's good. I think the only one who did pit were some of these damaged cars, like the 13 and the 6. Oh my god, that 38 is still running. I swear, David Reagan's going to cause more accidents. So we at least got the whole look of Bristol right with all of these messed up race cars. Like, look at the 32. He's got damage on all 4 sides. But they're still racing. So Chase Elliott now up in a 4th place. So he's gotten past Hamlin, he's got past Suarez and Kurt Busch. That's true. Larson did make a crazy save there. Like, absolutely sideways. I guess it's just like... What turn is that? Is that turn... That's here, right? Yeah. So that's turn 1. I guess if you just enter a little bit higher, if you're out of the groove, you're in trouble. So lights are off in the pace car. 1 lap till green. Hopefully we get some more green flag racing. At least it's been exciting at the front, because these guys have been going back and forth for a little while. But now that Kyle Busch is in front, he's got slightly fresher tires than Larson, so he might be able to pull away. Lap 108 out of 200. And we are green flag racing again. Not a really good start from Kyle Busch. Larson and Larson and Keselowski are right there. Larson dips down to the inside. Might have a chance at the lead here. Kyle Busch is going to have a better run out of the corner. How many cautions? I'm not counting. I don't want to count. Kyle Larson clears him into the lead. So Kyle Busch, fresher tires, but just not a good restart. And now, number 9, Chase Elliott up in the 3rd place. Keselowski into the wall. Big crash. He's hit by the 21. Oh, be careful, guys. A lot of damage to the 2 car. And that same spot on the track, going into turn 1. I would say that part's realistic. Keselowski just getting into the wall on his own. Oh, he's got a lot of damage now. So he was running 3rd, 4th place on the outside of the 9 and the 41. And he just came in too hot. Out of the groove. Into the wall. And he catches the 21 here too, Paul Menard. That's pretty unlucky. And the 15, so pretty big damage to Menard's car as well. What's with all these Penske guys running into each other? The 22 and the 12 wrecked. Now it's the 2 and the 21. Wow, that 2 car's ruined. I'd be surprised if it keeps going. Let's see what they do in the pits here. So everybody else should be going okay. And that will move Chase Elliott into 3rd, Kurt Busch into 4th, and Daniel Suarez in 5th. Okay, don't talk about Ross like that. Ross Chastain's a good driver. Honestly. What is he doing? He's in 22nd right now. Oh, and he's pulling into the pits. Why is he going so slow? Is he out? Let's see if we can find Brad here. There he is. Wow. There's not a lot of car left. And he's going to be a number of laps down at this point as well. So whoever talked about Ross Chastain, this is what you've done. You mentioned his name and now he's in the pits. Maybe it's just damage repair because he's coming out now. I don't think he lost a lap. So actually no, it could have been worse. So Keselowski now is, well, he's only 1 lap down. So it's not that bad. We've got 13 cars in the lead lap. Led by, of course, these 5. Then Hamlin 6th. Dillon 7th. Stenhouse 8th. And then, excuse me, Almirola and the 1 car. So Harvick is still 2 laps down. After a messy pit stop. 51 is in 16th. Who's even in the 51 this week? It's Reed Sorensen. That's a pretty good drive, I gotta say. I'm impressed. I think Kurt Busch might be able to find a car for next year. I think he will. Green flag again, lap 116 out of 200. Whoa, Stenhouse into the wall. Keep it clean, boys, keep it clean, and they will. No caution. Looks like Stenhouse and the 10 got together. Slapped that inside wall pretty big. Oh, they touched doors. Busch to the inside. Going for the lead again. These guys have just been going back and forth. And now Kurt Busch is looking to move up in a second as well. Where did he come from? I mean, he's been running top 10 all day, but I didn't know he had a car this good. Kyle Busch, Kurt Busch, 1 and 2. And now Larson's going to get stuck behind the 15 here. He's losing a bunch of spots. Kyle Larson in trouble now. So Kyle Busch, Kurt Busch, Chase Elliott, Daniel Suarez, and then it's Hamlin, and then Larson down to 6th from the lead. It has been the Kyle and Kyle show so far. They've just been swapping positions over and over all day. Harvick's led quite a bit, but he had that pit issue. Looks like he's trying to get one of his laps back just by getting past the leaders. Although I don't know if he's faster than Kyle Busch right now. Well, I'll tell you what, it's the Busch and Busch show now, because it's Kyle and Kurt, 1 and 2. Let's see, Kyle's running 15.5, Kurt's running 16.6, so a little bit faster. Kyle should be able to pull away from him. And Chase Elliott into 3rd. It looks like Kyle Larson's making his way back up through the field after getting shuffled back. He's past Hamlin. Now he's going to try and work the 19 car here. It's been an up and down day for Joe Gibbs today. They had all their cars in the top 5, except for the 20 of Eric Jones, who already flipped over, and his day ended pretty early. Oh, Kurt Busch turned around from 2nd place. Hopefully he doesn't get hit. Looks like he's okay. Caution flag is out again. I've lost count. I've lost count. There's so many cautions. I think I saw them going 3 wide, and I knew he was in trouble. Looks like the 23 of Blake Jones and Ty Dillon. Kyle gets past them. Kurt's on the inside here. And he just gets turned around by lappers. And Harvick touches him too. 15th caution, are you serious? That's insane. How did this happen? It's just... Well, I would say Ty Dillon kind of came down on these guys. Like, there's a lot of space next to the wall there, buddy. And that's just unfortunate for Kurt. Big damage. Into the wall he goes. Damage front and back. I don't want to talk about the 2015 championship. Let's not talk about the 2015 championship, please. That was... It's kind of a joke, really. Someone can race half of a year and win the championship. Well, well, well. Kurt Busch falling down the field. Kyle's coming in the pits. And nobody else is. Well, that's interesting. Out of the lead of the race, Kyle Busch opting to go for tires. And everyone else says, okay, I'll take the free spot. This pace, Reed will get a top 10. Well, he's still in 16th, and he's still a lap down. Did Kyle Busch go a lap down? Don't tell me. No, 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 no. I'm not having it. Hold up. Wait a second now. Did Kyle Busch just pit and go a lap down? Oh, no, he didn't. Okay, good. About to lose my mind. Although it looks... Did he go left sides only? He did. That's so weird. So he didn't lose a lap, but he went left sides only. That is a weird strategy call. Okay. So Kyle Busch now in 13th position. Last car on the lead lap with fresh left side tires only. Even though he probably could have taken 4. But that's also going to give Kevin Harvick his lap back and Chase Elliott the lead of the race. So now it's Elliott, Suarez, Larson, 1, 2, and 3. Lap 132 of 200. We're going green. So hopefully Ty Dillon and Blake Jones don't cause any more wrecks here, because the whole field's got to get by them. And now Chase Elliott leads this race. Harvick gets one of his laps back, so now he's only 1 lap down. And caution's out. Is it the 38? Don't tell me it's the 38. What happened here? Just a bunch of damaged cars running into each other. Oh, Kyle Busch is involved. Big damage to the 18 car. Went for that pit stop, ended up behind the pack, and just gets involved in a small incident. And now that 18 car is really beat up. And if the leader's pit now, he's just going to be way behind everybody. So let's see if anybody comes in. What a race. Oh, what's going on now? So Kyle's going to pit again because they got to fix the damage now. Oh my goodness. There's just a lot of hot rods at the back of the pack. Harvick got one of his laps back. Chase Elliott's still in the lead, and now Suarez in second. I cannot believe the 38 is still going. He is. It's like Todd Cleaver at Martinsville. He's just getting destroyed time after time again, and they are not giving up. Tell you what, that's persistence, good or bad. Well, what a bad strategy call for the 18 team. Now they've pulled the front end off the car. They're going to go back out. He's still in the lead lap. Let's see if they got tires at all. Because if they got tires, he's... Oh, no, they didn't get tires. Okay. Why would they get tires when they have a free pit stop? So they pulled more bodywork off the car. It's been a trouble day for the big three. The 78 has just been involved in several incidents. He's a lap down with a lot of damage. Where's Harvick? The 4 had that terrible pit stop. He went 2 laps down, got one on the back, now he's only 1 lap down. Kyle Busch from the lead, bad strategy call, behind the pack, just gets involved with some lappers. And now Chase Elliott, who I'd like to point out was like backwards crashing into the inside wall at one point, is now in the lead of the race. What a time it's been. So lights are on the pace car, we're on 1 to green. So now, I asked at the start of the race, I'm going to ask again. Who do you guys think is going to win this race at this point? Can Kyle Busch come back with a damaged car? Can Harvick get his lap back? Is Larson going to pass all of these guys? Let me know. Also, Josiah, it will be on YouTube. So after this stream is over, wait like an hour or so, and then we'll go up. So you guys can watch it all over there. Lap 138 out of 200. We're going green again. Kyle Larson gets a good start. He's going to go past Suarez for second place. If I won the Daytona 500, what would I do? I don't think it's ever going to happen, I'll be honest. Larson and Suarez battling for that second place. Suarez is doing a good job holding on the outside. But now he's going to lose some spots. Almirola's up into the third now. That's the best he's run all day. And that 10 car's quick. He's on the bumper of Kyle Larson. Oh, that could have been real bad. They both say that. Almirola's getting aggressive. It's getting feisty. And caution's out for Trevor Bayne again. And I think his day has finally come to an end. Let's see what happened. It's the 11 and the 17. These guys are 7th and 8th. Wow. I guess Stenhouse thought he was clear. Hamlin had his nose in there. Did not lift off. Trevor Bayne. What is with teammates today? What? Bayne trying to avoid the wreck. Just runs right into him. And there's more damage. Oh, Kyle Busch is done. Kyle Busch is out of the race. Again, he's just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Like, Trevor Bayne hits the 17, shoots him out in front of Kyle Busch. And that engine is donezo. So Kyle Busch, from leading most of this race, now in big trouble. His day is done. The 17 is destroyed. The 6 is done. And now Chase Elliott in the lead. Kyle Larson in second. And Truex, he's getting closer and closer to getting that lap back. Might not... Yeah, no, Jimmy Johnson's... Like, Lowe's is not sponsoring him next year. Which is why I thought he would do, like, a cool... like 2002 or like 2006 throwback for Darlington, and then he did like the really ugly striped car from 2012, and it's sad. I hope he does like at least some proper Lowe's throwbacks before the end of the year, because it's his last season with them and they've accomplished so much together. So let's skip ahead a little bit. Lights are in the pace car. 1 to go. Kyle Busch? No, Xfinity race? That would be him just crashing into the wall while he's leading the race. A little bit different today. This time it was just like bad strategy calls. So here we are. Lap number 147 of 200. Green flag again. Hopefully we'll stay green for a while this time, but I think maybe not. Kyle Larson gets his nose on the inside. There's still 34 going on the wall behind them. Chase Elliott trying to defend on the outside. They're side by side. Kyle Larson, bit of a slide job. And now he'll be in the lead of the race. And that puts Almirola up into second as well. I have a feeling Jimmy Johnson will not have a problem finding sponsors. You know, just a 7-time champion. I think he'll have a lot of sponsors. It'll just be weird seeing a 48 car that's not Lowe's, because it always has been. Like, even when he runs Jimmy Johnson Foundation, there's still Lowe's all over the car. They've never not sponsored him, I don't think. In the Cup Series, at least. Even when he had the Superman car, like, that was still Lowe's. Larson's in the lead, but that 10 car is quick. Almirola's putting on a pretty good challenge here, as we're under 50 to go. No, you don't see the 18 in the background. The 18 is out. It says it was a tire problem, but it was much more than that. Kyle Larson out in the lead, but not really pulling away from the 10. And Clint Boyer, who I believe is a lap down, he is on the move. In that Cummins Rush Truck Center's car. And he's battling for position with this 78, even though they're a lap down. So he's in 16th. Oh, never mind. No, he's not. He's 2 laps down. And now in lap traffic, Almirola electing to go on the inside, and he's going to dump the 52, and the caution comes out. And oh my goodness, I can't keep track of it. We've got more cars involved. So let's see what happened here. 52's really damaged, really slow. Larson goes to the outside, Almirola goes to the inside, sees a gap, goes for it, and then just gets very annoyed. I would say rightfully so with the 52 car. But he spins back onto the track. Hamlin gets big damage, as does the 19, and Suarez up and over. He's out of the race. Daniel Suarez, after such a good run, he was running top 5. He's 9th at this point. Just gets flipped up and over and does some very unrealistic breakdancing. And that little move by Almirola to try and get the 52 out of his way is going to cost the 11 and the 19 their race. And I think all of the Joe Gibbs cars are out. Yeah, there's nothing left. Why does this... Hold on, give me a sec. Why does this look so bad? What is this doing over here? Let's... That's much better. Now you guys can actually read. So, under caution again. Let's see if we can jump further along here. I mean, Almirola only wrecked one person, and it was fair, because the 52 was right in the way. But it was just unfortunate for the 11 and the 19. So the 20 flipped over. The 11 and the 19 rode in that wreck. Kyle Busch was out after a couple wrecks. And Joe Gibbs is going home empty-handed. Well, well, well. Larson might be home free, because now he's got a couple lap cars between himself and Elliott. But with 40 laps to go, anything can happen. And as we've seen, especially among the leaders, there's some craziness that can definitely happen. So we've got 9 cars on the lead lap now. Lights are on the pace car, so we're 1 to green. Larson's in first, Elliott's in second, then it's Almirola. Kurt Busch made his way back up into 4th place. Jamie McMurray's in the top 5 for the first time today. Despite the massive wreck, Blaney's in 6th. Austin Dillon's in 7th. 21 with a lot of damage in 8th. And then Stenhouse is in 9th. And that's your lead lap. So Truex, if he can get past the 42 here, can put himself back on the lead lap. And honestly, in contention for a really good finish. Lap 162 of 200. We're going green again. Almirola immediately looking to get past the 9 car. Don't think he'll be able to do it. As Truex looks to put himself in front of Boyer here. Oh my god. Oh my god, we got a caution again. What is this? Stop doing that. Keselowski just dumps the 34. Yeah, no, your chats don't pop up on stream when you swear. Stop swearing. I can see your chats, but they don't go on screen when you swear. Simple as that. Okay, let's see if they pit and then try and jump through this caution as quickly as possible. Yeah, no one's pitting. Are the lights out? Yeah, they are. Okay. Let's get back to green flag racing, please. Let's try and keep it green for a little bit, maybe. We've got 26 cars left in this race, and only 9 on the lead lap. We've got 32 laps to go. Lap 168 of 200. Going green again. And again, Almirola looking to get past Chase Elliott. As we got guys going 3 wide here. Bowman, Newman, and McMurray. They're going to wreck. As soon as you see guys going 3 wide, you know they're going to wreck. And they're still wrecking. Harvick involved in another one. Jackson says 2 laps later? No. 1 lap later is another caution. I mean, there's so much space there, Jamie. Look at all the room you can drive in. Puts the 31 on the wall. Gets the 4 involved in it. Tell you what, look at Blaney getting through this thing. That's pretty good. I think he was in 6th. I think he's in 4th now after that move. And the 78 trying to get his lap back. Couldn't do it. We're under caution again. I want to get some actual racing. This is looking like an iRacing Bristol race, where it's just Cautions breed cautions. Look at the 21 car. My God. And I think that, like, he's on the lead lap, racing in the top 10. Jesus. Let's skip all of this nonsense. Alright, getting ready to go green again. I want to see Truex get past Larson at this point. Because if he does, he's back on the lead lap, and he's got a decently quick car. So lap 175 of 200. Green flag again. And Truex immediately going to the inside. He might get his lap back right here. And he will. Truex gets his lap back. Chase Elliott gets put on the outside, and he's back down to the 5th place. Or sorry, 4th place. Kurt Busch in 2nd, Almirola in 3rd. Chase Elliott just stuck on the outside. 38 is still going, yeah. I think that's a bold enough prediction for today, or tonight, I guess. 38 just gets really, really damaged, but keeps racing. I mean, minimum speed is probably pretty easy to make at Bristol. If you don't ask anything, it's because you're in school. That's fair. So now Boyer trying to get one of his laps back. Hopefully he doesn't get too much in the way of his teammates here, because Kurt Busch and Almirola are running 2nd and 3rd. Yeah, it looks like Boyer will get out of the way. That's good. 2nd and 3rd, and they would be doing well if it weren't for Harvick's very unfortunate pit stop incident. Had to pit under green, went 2 laps down, and like there's not much he can do. And why? Oh, Microsoft Cup Series, you missed a lot. Kyle Busch was involved in 2 different wrecks. He's out of the race. He's like, his car is destroyed. And now it's the 42 and the 41. Clint Bowyer's a couple laps down. And we got some lap traffic now. That 52 car. Somebody black flag these guys, please. That's gonna allow Kurt Busch to get pretty close to Larson here. But I think Larson just has the faster car. Will there be a big one today? Not at Bristol. Bristol doesn't have big ones. I mean, we saw Eric Jones flip over. That was pretty big. But it's not... Oh, get out of the way, Blake Jones. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we got guys running 3 wide. 24 is going around. Caution's coming up right in front of the leaders. Oh! Kurt Busch involved. Oh my goodness. More drama. Lap 185. Lappers racing each other. The 78's trying to lap these guys. Ty Dillon has now done the exact same thing twice, where he gets really scared of the outside wall, leaves a bunch of space, and just kind of turns the 24 into it. And for Kurt Busch, he just picked the wrong side. And that is a lot of damage to his car. Kurt Busch running 2nd place. And, well, he might be able to pull the hood off the car and keep racing. Hell, I mean, he's getting past the field right now. What if he stays out? No, he doesn't. Okay, good. That's a pretty wrecked race car. Yeah, someone's got to... I really want to black flag Ty Dillon at this point. He's caused like 2 significant wrecks. Also, that 24 is barely a car anymore. Kurt Busch is out. That's it. Race over. Too much damage. And now... Kyle Larson leads. Eric Almirola's in second. Chase Elliott's in third, but there's a lot of lappers between them. And there are 24 cars left in the race. At least we have more than half. It's not like a Talladega-sized field. So the name of the game is leaders crashing out because the lappers in front of them wreck each other. Because that's what we've been seeing here. Alright, lap 190 of 200. We only have time for one more caution. Because if we get two more cautions, this race is over. And Kyle Larson, just by means of survival, is going to win this race. It's a big jump on the restart because there's a bunch of slow lappers between himself and second place. Please don't wreck, guys. Still no caution. Whoa, Almirola gets very loose out of the groove. And now Chase Elliott's right behind him. And caution's out. Are you serious? There's just all these slow cars like the 52 causing wrecks. 12 dumps to 17. That'll be that. Pace car's out. Okay, we're gonna have time for one more restart here. One more restart, and that'll be it. So if Almirola wants to win this race, he's got to first get past his teammate, the 14, who's a lap down, and then battle Kyle Larson. Ooh, you're going to Vegas in September? That's fun. Playoff races are awesome. Dude, I'm going to the truck race next weekend. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited. See some like playoff truck road racing. But let's jump through this caution as quickly as we can because I want to get to the finish. And it's going to be exciting. I think we're going to get like 2 laps here. We're going to get 3 laps of racing. Well, there might be a caution. I really wish I could just turn cautions off at this point. Here we go, lap 198 of 200. And we're going green again. Clint Bowyer being 2 laps down could be a factor in this race. See if he jumps to the inside of Kyle Larson here. At least these leaders have clean air now. And if the caution comes out, this race is over and Kyle Larson wins. And he's pulling away from that 10 car. So we've got a lot of guys going around the apron now. Almirola is just not close enough. Texas Homestead, man. Probably the one reason I want to live in the US, just so I can go to the races down there. Because it's a real long distance for me if I want to go see a NASCAR race. Like a cup race at least. Lap 200. Checkered flag is out. Kyle Larson is your winner. By 0.8 of a second. Almirola second. Chase Elliott finishes third after a crazy day. Austin Dillon worked his way up into 4th place. Jamie McMurray 5th. The 78, after being a lap down for pretty much the entire race, raced himself back in the lead lap. He gets a 6th place finish. Stenhouse, despite being wrecked at the end, finishes 7th. Blaney, several crashes, finishes 8th. And everybody else was laps down. Now, I gotta say, like, racing aside, I think the top 3 is definitely a possibility for Bristol. Larson, Almirola, Elliott. Write it down, y'all. That's a good prediction. So yeah, it's a lot of caution laps. That lasted a lot longer than I thought it would. I just want to go back to. I don't know if I can go back to the start of the race. Can I? Probably not, right? I would have to click this 200 times. I think. I can't go to qualifying. How do I view the start of the race? There we go. I found the button for it. Because I just want to go over what happened at the start here. Larson starts first, finishes first. Elliott finishes third, so the front row did pretty well. Where's Eric Jones? I just want to see this one more time because it's been a while. And there's been a lot more craziness. I think Eric Jones has a good shot today, as long as this doesn't happen. As long as they don't get put 3 wide. This is the first crash that the 38 was involved in. Eric Jones up and over in front of the pack. That's a bold prediction. We got a car flipping. Yeah. So that aside, let's look at our final standings here. Let's get you guys out of the way. Official standings of the race. Kyle Larson with an amazingly low average speed because of all the cautions. Almirola second, less than a second. Chase Elliott close behind him. Austin Dillon fourth. Jay McMurray top 5. Truex sixth. Stenhouse, Blaney, Keselowski, despite causing several wrecks and being involved in several wrecks, only a lap down, finishes 9th. Clint Boyer gets a top 10. David Reagan in the 38, after being involved in like 5 or 6 wrecks with a destroyed car, finishes 11th. De Benedetto, I think that's probably one of his best finishes of the season. 12th place. Logano 13th. McDowell, Bowman, Newman, Byron, Ross Chastain brings the 15 premium home in 18th. Blake Jones 5 laps down, 19th. Ty Dillon, BJ McLeod 8 laps down, but he's in 21st. Harvick 22nd, several laps down. Bubba Wallace several laps down. Reed Sorensen was 16 laps down, and Kurt Busch beat him because he was out of the race with less than 16 to go. And everybody else is out. Yeah. How many cautions? 18? 19? Something crazy like that. Can I do a huge one compilation Talladega special? Honestly, like, I try to space out all the super speedway wrecks because there's a lot of them. And I feel like it'd be kind of boring if it's just a thing full of them. I don't know. I like to keep it a variation of tracks. So yeah, Kyle Larson will win at Bristol. That's your prediction. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Hope you guys get a chance to watch the race tonight. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you want more stuff like this, that's how you find out. If you like the video, like the video. It lets me know that you guys are enjoying this and I can make more. Thanks y'all. Cue the victory music. Here, wait, let me stick chat back up.